Welcome to the fourth scenario of the Dunwich Legacy, the Essex County Express, where we're going on a train ride. But first we're going to take a look at the upgrades I made for the decks. For Jacqueline, I upgraded, we had 6 experience from last, so using the 2 free upgrade points to upgrade spells from my arcane research, I spent 2 to upgrade. This is the wrong spell, but the other 6 cents, and I took out a Rite of Seeking. So now we have all our investigation spells upgraded. I spent 2 on upgrading the second robe of the Endless Night, and then I spent 2 to upgrade 4 of Cups. And I replaced one Shriveling because she's not really doing much fighting, and the Sign Magic, which I never really used. Nathaniel, I bought Stick to the Plan for, which is a permanent and exceptional, so it costs 6 experience points. And you attach 3 different tactics or supply events to it before we draw a hand. So it also thins out the deck a bit. And then we can exhaust Stick to the Plan to play one of these cards. And I stuck in a Counter Punch, a 1-2 punch, and I get over here just to have some different things to choose between. Before we do anything else, we'll draw our hands. So 5 cards. This is a rather nice hand. I don't think I'm keeping this, and I don't think I'm keeping this. So we have our research. We have both spells and a magic to do it, and an Necronomicon. Okay. And I forgot to do this. And for Nathaniel, we'll draw 5 cards. This one goes out. So I don't mind starting with the physical, and then we'll just hard shuffle for some boxing gloves. We got them, but basically it's like that's the card you want. So for the scenario itself, the recent events in the museum have forced us to re-evaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It cannot be a coincidence. Wilbur Whately, the Necronomicon, the creatures from Dunwich, the people and the creatures who attacked you in Arkham, it must be connected. So now we really only see one choice. We are going to this dismal town of Dunwich Village. We consider telling the police what we figured out. But given that it all is a bit crazy, you know, the giant blobs eating people and strange flying snakes at the museum, we decided also we visited an illegal speakeasy. It might be better just to deal with it ourselves. So we pack everything down, go to the train station in the morning after having having some rest at this night, and we take the train to towards Dunwich, north to northwest by the Miskatonic River Valley, and Armitage has acquired the help of one Sybil and Whately, which he prior met during the story of the Dunwich Horror, to pick us up because the train doesn't stop in Dunwich itself. And this Sybil and character, Armitage indicates that his that while the Whateleys have a bad history, he's kind of in the middle. He's not corrupted by all the bad things his family has done, but he doesn't know what has been going on. But before we get there, while we are kind of tired after fighting winged snakes all night, the train suddenly stops and we hear this strange rattling sound. And we have to do a bit of setup. We have to make a train. First of all, we need an engine card. There are 3 of them, and we just need one, so it will be this one. And we need to form a train with 6 of these cards. And the wrists are out. And we have to reveal this train. There's a sleeping con. There's no bad things at it, so we'll just start here. Boom, boom, boom. So, what more? We have to add in a -3 to the cast bag, and we didn't have to add the sign because the guy at the museum, the guard never left play. That's at least how and the app I'm using is interpreting it. So that's what I'm going for. And since we took Necronomicon, we get an Elder thing in here too. And we can see what it does. The skull is just the agenda number. The cultist is -1, and you lose all your remaining actions. And the Elder thing is -3, and we have to discard a card from hand if we fail. And there's nothing more here. Let's shuffle this. Oh, I hit a nice button. The agenda, a tear in reality. As a train to Dunwich comes to a jarring stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the sky, like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost train cars are pulled backwards, and there's a dreadful metallic crunch as they are detached. The train cars topple upwards and into the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking, and others are covering in their seat, and one elderly man has fainted in fear. And you can see this nice big rift sucking in the train. It has a threshold of 4. And then the act tells us to run. The train is stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. We have to make it to the engine and get the train running again. And as soon as we enter the engine, this advances. So it's a rush to get there. So let's see. Let's see. What are we going to do? Let's play 6 cents to begin with. For 4. With 3. Then let's do investigation with it with 4 with a 6. This is a +2, 6 to 5. They say 7 to 4. And we succeed. So let's grab this clue. In the sleeping train, there's an action to steal from the passenger's luggage. We're not going to do that. And the reason why we took the clue is that we can't enter these train cars without having emptied all the clues from the ones to the left. So that's 2 actions, and then we're just going to take a step up here. So after you reveal dining cards, search the encounter deck and discard pile for grappling horror and draw it. So what's going to happen here is that we're to search this for grappling horror. It's one of these guys. And let's just shuffle this. We'll put it at her. It looks kind of meshed because this creature here, this giant blob, is destroying it. But we can deal with this because we still have Nathaniel to go. How much does it deal? 1 of each. Okay. So gloves, because we're going to take it head on. We'll do a move up here. And actually I think we're just going to let it hit us once here. It's not that bad. She can deal with it better in the short term here. No, we could just at 1-2 actions, move, play. Let's play the physical training out of the dark. Let's play the physical training. Then it will attack. We'll do the upkeep. But you can deal with it yourself now. So we get self-destructive, which you probably has to, because this one we have to deal with. So we'll add a Doom up here, and threshold is 4. We'll draw a card. Everybody takes 1 damage because the rails are broken. Nobody has more than 4 damage on them. So that's not, the last part isn't important. And we get an emergent monstrosity, so this is a victory point, so this isn't that bad. Besides, we have to take a bunch of damage to deal with it. So what do we do? I think she will deal with this herself. So if we fight it with Spectral Razor, we're at 5 plus 2, that's 7, so that's 7 to 3, so there's only the auto fail where we can fail, so let's do that. And we get an Elder Sign, which sadly can't cancel to draw a card. I'm not going to use her power right now because I want to use it with Nathaniel. So she hits this thing, and it's not elite, so it will deal 1 plus 2 damage. So she dealt with it herself. That's 1 action. Let's play this. We have some time right now. Let's play this. Draw a card. It's a Frozen Fear, which is okay. That's okay right now. It's not that bad. And we put this up in the victory display. And for the last magic trick, we'll just gain a resource. And then at the end of her turn, we'll test this. 5 to 3. It's a -1. So that was pretty mild. And over here, we are going to exhaust this to play 1-2 punch. So we'll fight at 8 against 4 in the first attack, and we're going to hit it. And there's nothing else with this, right? Oh, it's only if you fail. And we'll use her ability to make it 2 damage. And then we'll fight again with a +2, so that's enough. So we'll deal 4 damage, and that was 1 action. And we'll take 1 damage. It's like when you deal 1 more damage, which will take. It's kind of bad, but we should actually have used her. No, she was also attacked. What did we do? Yeah, it's done. So it's a shame on us for not remember correctly. We'll use Jacqueline's power. She can use it on other people. I haven't really been doing that that much, but if we share location, we can do it too. So let's pull up just to avoid the auto fail, so it doesn't matter what we take here. We deal 1 damage to this and 1 damage to ourselves. And it will deal 5 damage. So it's going to be up here. It also came into play. Oh man, I'm stupid, sorry. In actuality, this is spawning here. So let's just rewind. Let's just rewind this. Because there's no reason to be stupid about it. We're going to just spend the 2 actions on getting rid of this. And we'll play a guard dog and gain a resource. So we can do, this is not a hunter, right? No. The upkeep. And upkeep. So we've got some nice cards. We'll add a Doom. We'll draw a card. It's an Arcane Barrier. We know this card. It's an Acolyte. It's going to spawn at an empty location, so it's going to be spawning here. Can't do anything about it. So Jacqueline has to breach this barrier and risk the wrath of this thing. Is it massive? No, it's not. And it unexhausted on the last turn. Let's just ensure that we're getting through this barrier and add a curse token. And I do remember that in the last scenario I forgot to add like 2 curse tokens to the back because of the enemy. But it's 9 to 5 to 4. It's a skull, which is a -1, so that's okay. This is discarded, and it's a part of a move action, so we're up here. And this says you have to discard foot icons or take 2 damage, which I can't do. So, and this thing is going to... Okay. Very smart of me. I did this wrong again, but you know, you live with your errors. Let's try to see if we can hit it. If we use Jacqueline's ability, we can't. It was very close. If we hadn't drawn this, we could actually hit it. That's my bad. Then we're going to move up here. We are going to engage this. I got 1 on my hand, so let's just play that. No, it's supposed to be here, so we'll play 1-2 punch. We'll fight it at 7 to 4 at 8. Oh my god. It's payback for trying to cheat. In the monster phase, it will deal 1 damage here, 1 damage here. This will return the damage, and we'll take 2 of these. We can go to the upkeep then. Some ropes and some monster slayer. We'll add a Doom. We'll draw a card. We'll test head. It's a -1 still, so it's succeeded and we don't take any horror damage. And over here, we can't play events or assets. That's just bloody annoying. Okay. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Jacqueline is going to play the Necronomicon. And then she's going to do an investigate. That's -1 against 1, so we are at 3 to 1, and once more 3 to 1. And we'll grab 2 clues from this wagon here. When Nathaniel moves up here, he should also have taken 2 damage. Or discarded foot symbols, so we have to remember that. So now we'll have to hit this. 7 to 4. So that's a 5 to 4. That's once, twice. 4 to 4. So that's 2 times. And a -1. So that's going to be that damage. Okay. We're done. We should probably use her ability. This will attack us. It will deal 2 damage and 1 horror to the guard dog. It will take 1 back. And now it's dead. And so is this poor creature. It will take 1 sanity and hopefully we'll draw an ally to cover for the rest. This is gone. We'll do upkeep. And this is going to protect us from sanity damage, hopefully. And this will trigger to 4. The rearmost car of the train detaches as it's pulled backwards to your horror. It rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above you. We remove the train and everything on it is gone. We remove all our clues. And this has been eaten. This resets to 0. We now have 3 turns, so we just have to run a little bit here. Maybe this should have happened that turn before. Well, I can't remember, so sad. We'll draw bad cards. 1 more acolyte is going here. And this time we'll try to remember it. It can be quite hard to remember everything when you're playing alone. Writing remains. We'll just go to 5. And we'll do it. And it's us. So Jacqueline has to deal with this. Let's investigate. Actually, I have this. So well, 7 to 1, 7 to 1, 7 to 1. So it's a 3. I don't know why I played the Necronomicon. I should probably just have played the ropes, but you know, we just live by it. So we have to do an investigation check here, and we succeed. Sadly, it's not an attack action, so his ability doesn't function. but it's enough to grab this, which enables him to take a step in this direction. So this card train, the parlor car is connected. It cannot be investigated. Spend 3 resources, discover 1 clue. Okay. We could probably deal with this. This guy is going to... so we investigate, move, and this guy ends up in our field here, and we're going to check a 7 to 3, so it's only the auto fail. It gets 1 damage. We'll tap the gloves, which we forgot, and search 9 cards. Oh, that is not what I wanted. It's for a spirit card. We'll grab this, shuffle the deck. So that was investigate, a move, and an attack. So we're done. This doesn't do anything. We'll upkeep. We'll add a doom, so we're at 2 now. We'll grab a card. We have to test our head, which is 5 against 3. We succeed. And over here, we have to place 2 doom on the nearest cultists, which is okay. It was going to break anyway, so it's not that problematic. Then it's us. We'll take 1 action to move in here. And then we'll spend 1 action to discover a clue, paying 3 resources. And then we'll use the Necronomicon to do some kind of strange magic and gain 2. And over here, we'll just gain 2 resources and use the action to take the last clue. Which leaves us done. We'll do the upkeep. But also deep could be nice. And I clean them out. We have 8 cards. So the doom adds here. Every doom resets. This flips. The next train car is ripped backwards with violent force. A middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhindered towards the rift. In moments, the car is consumed whole and the man lets go rather than to be pulled into the void. He starts to fall, but is caught by the rift force and pulled inside anyway. And again, we remove all clues and remove the car train. And then we have 4. Doom threshold. So now this is gone. And we'll draw cards. It's Doom. Luckily we can deal with it, because it would be bad to move so fast through this. And each investigator location loses 1 action. So if you for more damage, must also discard an asset he controls. Well, by buying a Necronomicon, and there's a copy of these, so that's how it goes. Then Nathaniel will move in here. It's a passenger car. Do we have a question mark? I think we have a monster hunter. Yeah, so we discard this and we don't take 1 extra damage on horror because it would be kind of pushing it a little bit. Then we'll engage this guy, who is actually at, he has a bunch of horror. He engage us. We'll hit him in the face for 4 to 7, 7 to 4. We'll hit him because it's at a -2 now. -3, still enough. We are not going to draw a card because our hand is full. Also, I should probably have used that. This is gone. That's our last action to fight him. And we are going into this place for 1 action. And I think we'll just hurry, so we'll play read the signs. Investigate at 8. And it's the difficulty is 1, so that's enough. We'll grab these 2 clues. We're done. We'll do upkeep. Nothing bad. We'll add a doom. It's still 4. We'll draw a card. It's a monster. We'll grab a card. It's a helpless passenger. It's going to be here. Everybody takes 1 horror if he leaves play. I might leave him because we're yeah. I can deal with that 1 horror, I think. And then where did he go? I put him here. So our turn. Nathaniel is going to fight this thing. We're going to, it's 3 to 7. We'll put in a clean them out to get 2 resources and a vicious blow. And we'll hit it because we're at 8. We're at 6. We'll use his power to deal 3 damage. So this is 1 damage, 2 damage, and 1 from the normal attack. It is gone. We'll take a move forward. We have to discard 2 book or take 2 horror. We do have this. Yeah. And what's the last thing we'll do? We'll play this just in case. 3 actions. We'll go to this place. We will do an investigation at 7 to 3. And we do it, and we'll do it again, and we'll just grab this one. Yeah, it's a 0. So we'll grab 2 of these clues, and we're close. Close. No enemies. We'll do our upkeep. We got ability and a steadfast, which could be useful. It's still I can still get 2 head from this, so. And we do have a cancel for a bad encounter card. We'll add 1 here. Still 2 left. We'll draw a card. It's an ancient evil, which we are going to cancel. And look at it. So we'll lose an action. We must discard an asset we control. bloody important. It has to be the boxing gloves. Okay. This is going to waste a bit of time. So 2 resources and play this. No, we can't. We can't do that. We can only get 2 resources. Let's play these to soak some damage and get a resource. Then we can get it the next turn. For Nathaniel, we can get one of the clues. What seems a crime, the first thing we play, and we grab the clue. And we'll grab ourselves a card. We'll do our upkeep. Of course we get a weakness. This is going to help Nathaniel a lot. So we'll add a doom. We'll draw a card. It's another ally. We take 1 horror if it goes away. I'm risking a lot now. It's another ally. Oh, they have to be here. It's most likely only. I think they might. How many is left? 3. It's probably not going to eat all of them at once. So it's our turn. Gain 1 resource. Tap this, exhaust this to reduce the cost. Play this. Resource, play. Do an investigation check. At +1, which is enough. And we can remove this curse token. And we can grab this clue. And we'll draw 7 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. None of them were the relevant one. Nathaniel is going to go up here, reveal the train engine. We'll do we have to do anything? No. So we reveal it, and we have to spawn a. Where are you? A grappling horror. And it's 1 action. And we also have to advance here. A tender car filled with coal blocks your way to the engine cap. Swallowing your fear, you climb out of the nearby window and clamber onto the roof of the train, making your way across the tender car. The steady backwards motion of the train makes it difficult for you to keep your footing. As you get closer, a winged creature swoops down from above, its body composed of piping hot steam. We test foot or fist. I'm going to be testing fist. And we're going to add in 2 resources, so it's a 7 against 3, so it's only the auto fail. We deal with it. And if we had failed, it would have grabbed us and we would suffer physical trauma. So we just dealt with that. And then it says you managed to make your way to the engine, and we have to get it running. So when there are no clues at the engine, we are going to be advancing. And now we have to deal with this thing. Let's play. Let's play clean them out to get 2 resources. We're fighting it at 5. 6, 7. And we needed that, so we hit it. Deal 2 damage. And then we'll hit it again at 5 to 3. That's a minus a lot. No, it's just a 1. So that's 3 damage, which is enough to send this away. We'll upkeep. This is going to be good, actually. We'll add a Doom. This will trigger. 2 of the train cars closest to the gate are severed from the rest of the train by a sheet of impossible hot stream which slices through metal like a knife through butter. The cars are sucked upwards and fly into the gate. Something above the train lets out a terrible screech, so to your ears it's like the shrill sound of broken steam pipe. Remove the two leftmost wagons from the game. Discard all clues. So everybody's gonna take a horror. As he gets sucked away. This is going to the victory display. And we now have 3 Doom to get it done. But I think we can manage it. We'll draw a card. It's a barrier. We can deal with it. And peril, we have to just choose to discard skills. And you don't have any skills. Nope. It's quite easy because most of what we're using is assets. So we have to take a trip here. We have to get Jacqueline in here, so let's try to move in there. We're testing 4. We forgot this needs resources on it. We're going to we're at 5, 6, 7, and we use this. So -1. We'll make it. This is discarded. It's 1 action. We'll play Drawn to the Flame, grab a card. It's a monstrous creature. It will spawn tapped at our location. Which means I'm not going to take the remaining 2 clues right now, because I want to kill this too. We'll be as greedy as we can. We'll play for the last action. We'll play Delve Too Deep. We'll test head. We make it and add this to the display. This is way too greedy. This is, don't do this. We'll test 5 here. We'll get an Elder Sign, so this is gone. Now we can cancel tokens again. Nathaniel is going to do a 1-2 punch. He can't. We can't. We actually can't. So we'll basically just have to fight it. So it's a 4 to 5. Yeah, we can deal with it next turn. 4 to 5, or 5 to 4 once. Fail. Twice. It's a -1, so it's a 4 to 4, so that's a success. And that's a success. Oh, it's skulls. I drew skulls, right? We can go back to look at it. I think the first was a cultist. So it's 1 damage placed on this. The face. This kid got into play. Exhausted. So it doesn't do anything. So in the upkeep phase, it will it has no preferred no. So it's just going to engage Nathaniel. We'll add a Doom. We'll draw a card. We can't play where we don't need to. We'll draw a card. It was the card. So we have to win now. That's it. So let's win. We have to deal with this first. Let's now play the 1-2 punch. Let's use Jacqueline's for the first attack. So it's 6, 2, 4. We'll use the 0, we'll hit it and deal it 1 damage, and use his power to add 1 more. And then we'll do a second attack, which is a 0, and we get our +2 here, so that's 5 damage. So this goes into the victory display. We have 1 action left. We'll get a resource. We can play things, but we don't need to. We're going to do an investigation check. We can only fail on the auto fail because we're at 7. So we make it. We'll grab the 2 clues. And this is free. And it says the engine roars to life and kicks into motion. You shovel coal into the engine's firebox, and you are relieved to see that the train is moving forward along the tracks again. Go to R1. R1. You breathe a sigh of relief as the gate behind the train collapses harmlessly upon itself. The few passengers who survived the ordeal seem unable to comprehend what just happened. One passenger mentions a pipe bursting in the rear car, and that quickly becomes the explanation for the innocent and ignorant, those who either cannot or choose not to delve further into the mystery. You, on the other hand, know better, although in hindsight you wish you didn't. Gain experience point equal to the X to the victory display. So we would also have pretty much been, I think Horror would have claimed, it was the last possible turn before everything went to hell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 experience points. That's great for these scenarios. And that's it. We done did it. I'll see you for the next scenario, which will be Blood on the Elder.